coming from a small town, small village, to somewhere like to the US. It's basically that kind of like situation here.
Okay, so
So,
you did your UG from here, Calicut, and you went for your PG at
Jamia Millia Islamia.
Jamia. Okay, so what was the course you took in your masters?
So both my bachelor's and master's, I took pure physics, and during my master's, I kind of specialized in theoretical physics. But that have nothing to do with like physics has something to do, but my specialization have nothing to do with whatever I'm going to do
Okay, so
in my
why do you
future. So
okay?
yeah.
So it's like it's very interesting here about astrophysics. It's very interesting. So
Yeah.
why do you choose that course?
Oh, can you repeat that?
Why do you choose that course? That one specific.
Um, yeah, so I don't know, like I was particularly interested in doing astrophysics and from the beginning. So there is this problem with our universities in Kerala. Many major universities, they do not know what exactly this astrophysics is. So there is this problem that I have faced because I didn't have any like proper guidance towards. I'm not some. I mean, from I so I'd say like I have interest in astrophysics. I had before also, but there was no one to like actually teach me what the perspective of astrophysics is. So that is there, but keeping that apart, I was like really interested in astrophysics once. I mean, basically, when people started talking about astrophysics, it's all like people will go and see like it's all like there are these stars, and people will be thinking that the so study of astrophysics means it is stars and galaxy and stuff like that. So that is the basic thing that I also got drawn in towards the astrophysics. So and during my bachelor's, I had this wonderful teacher, Soumya. She was our class teacher. I mean, not the class teacher, but she was a great teacher. Even though she wasn't specialized in astrophysics, she actually guided me, and I have other two friends. So we were a group of three. So she like even though her specialization wasn't in astrophysics, she um, when we said we are interested in doing something in astrophysics as our bachelor's thesis, she actually uh, took that seriously, and she studied some part of it, a little part of it, so that we can do something in astrophysics. So that's how I did my bachelor's thesis in something related to astrophysics. And finally we three got awarded as the best project award in physics department that year. So that was really, I mean, that was something that made me like think that I wanted to do something really impactful in astrophysics. So that
Oh,
maybe that's how it all came out. Yeah.
okay, thank you for saying that. That was good to hear. Congratulations on that. I think
Thank
that
you.
shows how passionate you are. So, can we talk about, how do you get, know about the university or the PhD program, and how was the process? Can you walk us?
So yeah, so when I was I was determined to go to some abroad university from masters. I mean, I was when I was thinking about masters, I was thought of that I will be doing it somewhere outside India. But unfortunately, there weren't someone to guide me on that, because you have to first secure a scholarship, then you have to secure admission, and there are a lot of stuff going on. So nobody actually nobody actually was there to like actually guide me. So I dropped the plan, and I have to I was like writing some entrance exams, and then I cracked the entrance to Jamia Millia Islamia. Then so that is actually when I met one of our senior. you guys might have know him. Like he was Adil. The other day he was talking.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
yes, he was
yeah.
a
That's
yes.
that's during my math masters. I met him, and he was really super. Like he was in the same situation when he was also a master's student, so I can easily relate. So even though his stream of interest is really different, but he helped me a lot. So that is how I came to know about this cold mail thing. So I have to cold mail professors. So in order to like actually reach into them, because the main reason is that we are not coming from an Indian institute or something like that. We are just coming from a central university. So we have to stand out. So if someone has to if someone should notice us, we have to be like cold mailing them and attaching our CV and maybe our academic transcripts and stuffs like that. So that is how I started searching for the universities. And also there was this problem with me. I have like my area of interest is very rare. Like it was very hard for me to find a professor that is working in this same field of interest as I am. So that is when like I confined my search of professors to US. So yeah, that is how I was. So it was like I had this limited number of options. So so it was me mailing to this limited number of universities whether they have the position available. So that is how I came to know about Central Michigan University, which I'm currently going to pursue my further studies. Yes.
So yeah, you just got admitted into it. So
Can you just say it some loudly? I mean, I can
okay,
actually
okay,
catch it.
fine. Okay. So yeah, you told about how you find your university, but you're not there yet. So do you know anything about Central Michigan University, about the place or anyone senior there? You got any
No,
connection?
no. So I approached the professor directly. So he like he himself hired me. So so I haven't actually researched about the university yet, but I know it's not a pretty good ranked university or something like that. But I'm pretty sure that the research that I selected there is really something wonderful and
Yes,
exciting.
yes.
So the only thing I looked for is that I wanted to make sure that whatever whichever university that I'm going to, my professor or the research that I am going to pursue should be like great. I mean, should be like outstanding. So that's the only thing that I focused on. So about Central Michigan University, it's actually situated somewhere called as Mount Pleasant. Um, it's a small university. I mean, it's comparatively a small university. There are not a large amount of like numerous students there. It's just a closed university. So that is also something that I like about the university because the classes will be not crowded and we can like focus on our things and there will be one-to-one interaction between the students and the teachers. So that's the only thing that I know about the university.
You're thrilled. You're thrilled to know more about the university and the people and everything there. You're thrilled to.
Okay.
Okay, great. So, can you walk us through your coursework? If you know about your coursework, how the coursework is, you got any idea about it?
Like my coming coursework you're talking
Yes,
about?
yes, yes.
So it's basically MS PhD, which means that I actually applied for PhD, but the problem happened was there's this federal regulations and stuff's happening in the US right now, so which make us very difficult for like find fundings. I mean, the professors have limitation when it comes to their fundings and stuff. So my professor asked me to like apply for MS and he can just accelerate me into PhD. And if I'm interested to stay in MS for like 2 years, I can do that as well. Or if I wanted to like switch into PhD in between my masters, I might can do as that as well. Just because I studied the same kind of courses But the difference is that I'm going to be specializing in astrophysics there. So that is the only difference that I have when compared to my previous masters. So that is how I reached to do this option. So it's kind of like fully customized, fully customized kind of like course. So
It's not like the conventional thing we always talk about. Okay, it's not the very conventional thing that we always talk about.
yeah.
It's kind of interesting and new. So you said it's fully funded. So how you bagged that fully fund, like that scholarship, how you get to know about the scholarship or something.
No, it is in scholarship, mostly PhDs in USA.
Mm.
The professors will be having funding of their own from which directly comes from the federal government. So these professors, the process is like this. These professors have a lot of funding, and if they are willing to take a student, or if they need a student in their group, they will like look for hiring a student. So there is this amount of money that will go to a graduate student or undergrad. So it's like a limited amount of money that will be going to this particular whatever the graduate undergraduate is. Uh, so it is not basically an extra scholarship that I applied to. It's just my professor supporting me for my undergrad education. Plus, I will be getting salary monthly. So that's how it works.
So you get cash back. That's very interesting. So what do you think that made you stand out? While applying it all, what's something you think it made you stand out? That might help all others. To copy it.
Okay, I think it was my extracurricular research experiences that I had. So I basically got not only research experience, I might say, I also had this summer school that I attended to at Tata Institute of Fundamental Research. If you know, like in Mumbai, there is this TIFR. So I was summer. I mean, I was a participant of summer school there during my first and at the end of the first year during my masters, and I was like also doing extra curricular research online just because I can do it at online because it's all coding and stuff. So I was actually a research student. I mean extra curricular research student at CUSAT, Cochin University. I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
So
continuous.
yeah, and there I worked on. There I actually worked under some professor in computer science department, which was really funny because I'm physics and he's computer science. But actually, it helped me a lot. I mean, I could learn about mini programming and machine learning stuffs. And then I was after my I graduated from Jamia Millia, I was a visiting research student at Indian Institute of Astrophysics, Bangalore, for like around 4 months on campus and 1 month off campus. So I think that actually was something really aligns with whatever I applied to. So those researchers combined together, along with my professor's research, actually aligned. So some of the methods that I implemented during my some of minor methods, I would say, so that I implemented during my research program was really the same thing that my professor there at US actually used in his research. So it was really easy for us to connect in that ways. So I think that actually it was all research oriented, I would say.
Okay, thank you. So, do you have something to tell to these people who are going to apply? Anything, let it be about, program or anything, or let it be something from your life that you felt like you should have done differently or something.
Okay, so if you are going for a PhD or if you guys are like searching for a PhD, or even if it's a master's or anything, you have to be consistent. It's the main thing. Like when I was searching for, like, I was called mailing professor, it was really hard for me. Like every day, every single day, I get tired. So I will, like, I used to email like 20 professors per day. Yeah, yeah. I'm not exaggerating. It's true. So, like, so it was so much exhausting for me. Every universities, every professors that I approached to. So even when I found out my research interest is very rare, I started switching slightly to different areas. then I approached professors, and like it was so much exhausting that I literally cried every night, because just because I'm not getting any responses. Even if I got any response, like it was them saying like we don't have enough funding with us, or if we don't have any open positions right now, or things like that. So it was really exhausting. Uh, and and the only thing, like, the Adil I referred earlier, he actually really supported me, and he made sure that I never give up.
Ah,
and and I had this like some revenge kind of stuff going on. Like I literally thought that I want this really badly, and I will get this really badly. To the end of it, I was like, and I prayed so much that, I mean, I prayed on and on and on so much that uh, until I got this. It was really exhausting. So the only thing I wanted to say is stay consistent. Even if you feel like you wanted to give up, just take a break for like 2 days and get back on the track, and you definitely will get it. I'm pretty sure that if you work hard for it, everyone is going to get it.
so
That's
you
this.
should
That's
never
the
back
one
up.
thing I wanted to say.
Yes, yes. Thank you. So, is there something you have to add other than the questions I asked? Is there anything to any details if you want to add?
Um, I think I pretty much said everything. Also, if you're looking for a PhD, you don't have to like focus on highly ranked universities,
Mhm.
because when it comes to, like, if it when it comes to like subject like mine, the astrophysics, I'm interested in high mass stars. So when it comes to areas like this, or let it be like any other areas, so there are this very rare kind of researchers. So if you take a high ranked university, there won't be a good professor that actually do have this good research going on in this particular area. So I recommend you guys to like also check out the other low ranked universities also. Also make sure that your professor, whatever it is, whatever ranking it is, you make sure that your professor is pretty good, and he or she have a great research background going on, and is active in the area of interest. So that these three things are only important when it comes to PhD, looking for a PhD. So yeah, if you are also, there is this option that you can also go with. If you are admitted to a low rank university, you can also go for collaboration with professors with high rank universities. So that will also work. So yeah,
That's
I
pretty
recommend you
good.
guys to look for every opportunities. Do not miss out, even if it is small.
Yeah, so don't back up even if you know, don't lose hope. You should try more.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Okay, thank you. So I think we can step into, like if anyone have any questions, it's time for that.
Yeah. Oh, somebody is asking me.
I can read that for you. Thank you for sharing your journey. Can you tell me what should I aim to include in my cold mails based on experience? I am a fourth year bachelor. I'm a 4-year bachelor in physics student, and I want to apply for
Nice,
PhD in
nice.
the area of
Yeah.
theoretical physics. Okay, thank you.
So, you should keep your cold emails like really small, short version. you don't make sure you don't like exaggerate things, like your like you will be like emailing this professor to join a particular group, or like there will be a name of the group, or like there will be groups for each professors where undergrads and grad students are working. So do not like go and say that your group is like this, your group has this kind of research going on and this kind of research going on, blah, blah, blah. Don't do that. Just focus on what you have in your CV and how you can align with their research. So actually, if you have this particular um, kind of technique that you already used, mention that technique and say that I know this technique, so I'm pretty sure that I can develop it to apply to this problem, or to apply to this problem that you're working on. You can structure your emails like that. Do not make it like a big one. uh, they won't they won't read it if they find it's a big one. So make sure to keep it short and clear. Do not use um what, chat gpt kind of actual words that comes from chat gpt, because it's so sad that, I mean, you can just write it on your own, like your simple language, your simple english. You don't have to go for like this hard words and stuff like that. Just keep it simple, clear, and short. That's it.
Okay. Thank you. I can read the next question for you.
And I also have a concern that I don't know whether a 4-year bachelor's in physics could attain a PhD in the US, because when it comes to credit system, so they do have a credit system. So we have to match with that credit system in order for us to apply to a PhD in the US after a 4 years bachelor's. So you have to also check that out if your particular research interest uh, can be like can accept your current credit system that you are currently studying. So make sure that it is there. So yeah.
Okay, thank you. So next question is, ma'am, can we directly apply for a PhD in Astro with bachelor degree in engineering physics? It's a 4-year course again.
Okay. When I'm not pretty much sure about that, because I don't know what kind of subjects that you are studying in your engineering physics. But I think you can cold mail the professors and ask them about the situation. If you have an aligning research there, I'm pretty sure that you can kind of like get into. But I don't know exactly the answer to this question. But I think it will work. But you'll have to like actually talk to this professor. And also, it's a 4 years course. As I said before, you should also check with the credit system. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So the next question is it necessary
Yeah,
to have a paper published in
yeah, I
our
read that question. That's actually a funny thing, because I also did had that misconception about uh, publishing a paper. Actually, the reality is that most of the paper that is getting published during your masters will take you like at least 2 years of hard work, and then you have to like wait for like 1 year. So it's like 3 years of your hard work which goes to a good publication. So if you are so most of the professors actually know that there are these long ranked journals or publications that can publish your like paper. But so if it is not a good uh, like journal, they will definitely reject it. They will definitely not even look at your publication. So I think it is better if you can publish in some pretty good, at least an uh, average journal. But it is not necessary. It is definitely not necessary to have a paper. Even I didn't had a paper, but I did have added small, minute, I can say a minute publication during my bachelor's. That is also not that big of a deal, but yeah, I don't think it doesn't matter if you have a publication. Just
Okay.
make sure if you have a publication, just make sure that it is in a good like journal and stuff like that. So
Okay, thank you. Next question is, do you suggest doing a master's from India first or doing a graduate directly after bachelor's from India?
I'm not. So, see, as I told before, I was really interested in doing masters abroad because I wanted to focus on astrophysics. So, for this, to answer this question, I think you should check your like specific area of interest. So you have to decide whether it is good in India or abroad. So most probably it will be always good abroad. So if I were in my bachelor's, if I were a bachelor graduate right now, I would definitely prefer going to masters in abroad, just because I wanted to pursue my specific interest in astrophysics. So that's it.
Okay, thank you. So next it is how to search professors working in our area of interest. Just Googling about.
Yeah, you can just Google them. Their profiles will be already there in their university website, or you can find it in like Google Scholar or any other like those kind of stuffs are there, right? So you can find them easily. Or if you do not know the name of the professor, you can just go to the list of universities. So you can do this. You can just type a prompt into ChatGPT, and it will give you the list of the universities. So you can just copy paste the names of the university and just start searching, and then go to this website, go to each of the websites and search for your whatever your, if it is physics, go to the physics web page, and you can find you will be able to find each professors and their area of interest. So that is how I used to find professors. It is I'm pretty sure that is very tiring, but trust me, it will be all worth it once you get admission. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So next it is, can I know how you got the research experience opportunities after completing your studies? Like you said, the computer science opportunities, even though you were a physics graduate.
So so for that, that's actually, I haven't actually like approached him personally. I had connection there at CUSAT, so that is how I got into computer science professor under computer science professor. But if you were asking me about how I got into Indian Institute of Astrophysics, that was similar method that I used, cold mailing the professor. That is how I got into Indian Institute of Astrophysics. But I think the current circular had changed, and I think you can no longer cold mail them. I don't know, like you have to search for in the website for that. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So next question is,
Yes. Yeah.
did they conduct an interview presentation during the World
Yes,
Quest?
yes, absolutely. Yes, of course, they will conduct an interview, and you have to present your previous research experiences. Particularly, make sure that whatever you are saying is actually going to be converged into the professor's interest. So make sure that you are preparing your whole presentation likewise. And also, I wanted to say something else.
It's fine. Take your
And
time.
also, they will also ask many questions. Like they will like whenever they are calling you out for an interview, they wanted to what they want is that they wanted to make sure that whatever you wrote in your CV is actually true. So when it comes, so when you are presenting, they will ask questions that is more emphasized in your CV. Like you will be mentioning your research in the particular method that you had used. So they will be specifically asking about that. So yeah, the whole process is kind of like that. It goes like they will be asking questions in between your presentation, and you have to be answering them correctly. Yeah, that's how it works.
Okay, thank you. So the next question is, what do you wish someone had told you before applying
Before applying, where?
for the PhD properly?
Yeah. So something that someone had
Something you
told me.
wish
Yeah.
knew,
So
yeah.
I wish someone had give me a reality check on this. Yeah, usually as I was saying before, this whole process of getting into a PhD, and after getting into a PhD, you have to go through this whole lot of. If you're applying to US, I don't know about any other countries. If you're applying to US, you have to go through this whole situation of US visa. So, so I mean, you even if it is all this tiring and time consuming, uh, after everything you will feel so like full and happy. So I wish someone had told me how hard this whole process is. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. And yeah, another question is, can you guide a little bit about the January and September intake? Also, is it
Okay,
necessary?
so if you are applying into the US and some European universities, it's not necessary. You should have an English proficiency test score. In my case, I didn't have to have that any IELTS or something. So you can actually waive this. In some universities, you can actually waive this English proficiency test using your medium of instruction certificate from your university, from your previous university. So from Jamia Millia Islamia, I got that certificate saying that all my um, previous educations were in taught in English. So some universities that is enough. Also, some university also takes Duolingo tests as test scores. You can also check that as well. Also, when you are confused between January and September intake, I suggest you to go for September intake because most of the fundings and most of the open positions will be particularly in September intake. I'm not saying that it's only in September intake. It will be more in September intake. So
Okay, thank you. So the last question is, during your PhD admission interview, was it just one professor or a panel of faculty members?
yes, so I particularly approached this single professor. So he was just interviewing me unofficially. So there was no panel of faculty member and stuff like that. But before I got this opportunity, I had applied to somewhere in Italy. So during that interview, it was a panel of professors. So that one was I directly applied to the university rather than emailing the professor. So if you are directly applying to the university without approaching the professor, there will be direct this panel faculty member kind of situation happening. Even if your professor already had taken your interview, there won't be the other faculty members won't be taking any further interviews. So it's just all this finally goes to your professor. I mean, it's all up to your professor if they want to or if they do not like that.
Okay, great. Thank you. So, will they be accepting the English learning certificate from previous university if there is a gap between bachelor and master? Like, I'm graduating this year but planning to apply for master next year.
Okay, see, I was also a graduate during 2024. A graduate, yeah. So I applied for 2025 intake. So I don't think 1 year gap is a problem unless you can fill the gap with some research experiences. So in my case, it was after my graduation, I was in Indian Institute of Astrophysics, and after that, I had done something else. So I know that I haven't wasted any month in between. So if you're going to apply after 1 year, So you have to make sure that there is no gap. Actually, there is no gap. Either you should be involved in something, or better if you can involve in some research areas. So, yeah, even if it is a job, it also is not a problem. But it is better if you are in a research area. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So the next question is, how can we contact you personally? I'm a postgraduate student and I have done a project on variable stars.
You can actually contact me. Like, you can give my number. If, yeah.
Or email. I'll just share it.
Yeah. Okay. Email or my phone number.
Can you please text in the group or just DM me personally, okay? So the next question is, can you give the link for your LinkedIn profile where we can reach out to you if possible? I think I can
Yeah,
share.
sure. You can share my details, right?
Yes, yes, yes. If
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
interested,
she'll share
you're
my details. That would be better. I'm not someone who consistently uses LinkedIn, so I won't be able to answer your questions there.
okay. Thank you. Um,
Uh, so there's
yes, yes,
another
yes.
question.
Yes, Rohit, and I think we missed the question and
Yeah, what was this something you wish you had?
known earlier so that the process could have
Yeah,
been clear.
as I was saying, I wished that I knew something about these scholarships and stuff during my bachelor's. I mean, after my bachelor's, so that I can directly go to abroad after my bachelor's. So I really wanted to do my master's in somewhere other than India. So I didn't knew where I should start or what scholarships I should apply for or what what other things are there. And also I saw one of my friends, she actually did her IELTS, and she got a band of 6.5 and she got rejected. She had a outstanding academic profile as well as research profile. Even though she had everything, she got rejected. So that really scared me off. So that was something I really wish that I had someone to guide me there. Yeah.
It's okay. Yeah. So yes, thank you. I think
I actually answered this question during
in the
our talk.
introduction, yes,
Yeah.
yes. My
So
astrophysics.
it was just I made sure that I wanted to do something impactful in astrophysics once after I me and my friends awarded the best project award during my bachelor's. Even though we haven't done a great thing or something like that, but it was at least it was worth a small award. So yeah, that's when I decided how I should do this.
Thank you. Can you please tell about scholarship opportunities for masters or any advice for masters in
I'm so
physics?
sorry, I can't help you with this. I'm not familiar with any scholarships for master's students. As I was saying, I have no one to guide me for that. So I don't know how master's students can like get the scholarship. But I think 1% as abroad is helping students with that. I mean,
Yes, 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 yes. Please, please ask your questions in the group. We can discuss about it. Hi, Keshu. Thank you for, asking. And okay, another question is there from Rohan. I am a doctor, a general physician. I am looking for a master's or PhD in areas of medical device innovation or innovation disease management. Are there any programs suited for me?
you're
I
asking the wrong person. I can't answer this question. I'm not familiar with.
okay,
Um, you can
okay.
ask me if I think 1% is abroad can definitely help with this. You can
So,
directly approach them for this question. They have
please,
this great package and programs going on. So yes.
yeah, please DM me or just ask in the group. Okay, I think there will be people who study who know about it. So yeah, I think that's for the day.
Yeah,
It's almost
I
time and
guess
then we
that
can,
is it.
yeah. Okay, so we can end it. If anyone have more questions, please ask away in the group, and I can share her details in the group. So yes, thank you, Lasin. It's like Okay, thank you all.
Okay,
Thank
thank you so much, guys, for listening. Thank you so much for inviting me and
you.
everything. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for coming. And
It was a great session, actually.
thank you
Thank
all.
you.
Thank you. Can
Thank you.
all.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, I can leave
Yeah,
now, right?
thank you. Yeah, thank you, Lesson, for your wonderful words and insightful comments or queries that you have been responding to students. I mean, I hope, and a few students were really asking about uh, how they can get in touch with you. Hopefully, we can arrange some sessions. I mean, one-on-one sessions or something sort of like that upon their request. Yeah. Once again, thank you, Lesson.